Oh, I'm naked.
Oh no!
I just got out of the shower. Don't.
Let's start the podcast out with. Oh.
The gifting has already started in the live chat, which is amazing. Thank you so much. That's fantastic.
That was Sebastian Guerrero.
Yes, everybody who got a gift of membership, please thank Sebastian Guerrero because it's amazing. Hey, welcome to the Death Metal Cast, where we argue about shit for an hour. I'm Ben. I'm the voice of Wiz, joined, of course, by Chad, voice of Boomstick. Hello, Chad. We've also got.
I had a whole pose. Now it's gone now. You're too slow,
too
Mike.
late,
Sorry.
man. You gotta be.
Anyway,
you gotta be ready for it. And then we got Liam, writer and director of the most recent episode.
I told you I just got out of the shower. I'm completely naked.
Oh my god!
Except for this blue shirt that I'm wearing, and
Oh my God.
pants, and underwear, and socks. Gotcha.
Liam, why are you naked? This is supposed to be. We're live.
Yeah, I actually have a
Come on,
horrible skin deformity where my skin is blue and also has a second layer that hangs off of me in a cloth-like fashion. It makes physical intimacy so difficult. It's a curse.
Sounds like
really.
a Dark Souls curse.
Not really, but I love the reference.
We've had some
Are you
weird
kidding?
ass...
Like weird colored skin with like flappy skin flaps hanging off.
Emissary
that's
from
Dark Souls.
hell.
As we've had some weird openings to the show, but this one's up there. I just want to let you know.
Well, somebody who probably doesn't have skin flaps, hopefully, is Billy, our fourth member. Hello, Billy. Where are you?
No, don't switch to Billy. Keep it on me, motherfuckers.
Switch to Billy.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got something for us
Liam.
today.
It's the Liam show today. It's the Liam show all day.
God.
It's the
There you go.
Liam
You
show
don't-
all the way.
I've got shirt
Liam,
flaps,
Liam.
not skin flaps.
Okay, yeah. No, you look great.
I have a breast flap.
Dressed up for y'all.
Shirt deformity.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Well, welcome to the weirdest episode of Death Metal
Jesus
Cast already. I'm sure it's not going to get any weirder at all,
Can't
or
possibly.
more concerning. Yes, C-Dub.
Probably
Liam
not.
is a never. Oh, Liam's a never dude. Oh, like literally, he can't.
Never-
be-
Ben in the chat's like, I have no idea who Japanese Spider-Man is. Get ready.
Oh,
Today's going to be
dude.
awesome. I'm so
You mean
excited.
Spider-Man of Earth
I'm
5117.
so excited to get into this. So, you guys know the drill by now. We're going to be arguing who should win in a fight. This time it will be Japanese Spider-Man, represented by Liam. If you don't know who Japanese Spider-Man is, we'll get into that.
Spider-Man, specifically.
Yes,
You're
the
right.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
Emissary from
and
hell.
We'll get to it. And the classic Adam West Batman that revitalized Batman in a very interesting way, represented by Billy. Very excited to get into this. If you have not seen it yet, the latest Death Battle has released. It's crazy.
well.
And y'all got it trending.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was number
hell yeah.
4. I'm so fucking vindicated.
Yeah,
You all
we're
thought I
very
was
excited
crazy.
about how it turned out. Liam and his team did a fantastic job putting it all together. This was Parker's first edit as well. He did a fantastic job.
Very appropriate.
Putting together
His
a death battle. Yeah.
First name is Parker, not his last name. Otherwise, that would be really weird, and we'd have to have him representing Spider-Man.
I guess.
Give you a second. Took you a second there.
But yeah, we're very proud of how the episode turned out, and also Billy and his team making the
Yes. Oh,
the
Jesus.
fight
They
just
made it look
looked
so good.
beautiful.
I mean, I was part of it too, but yeah, it was super fun to work on, man. It came out great.
Billy,
Yeah.
I love how we both like had that same thought during the like animation, the Viz post process. That one shot, we were both like, so I know it's just them laying there, but that is like the most beautiful shot in the image. It's
I
so
was
fucking good.
So jealous because it wasn't one of mine. I was like, you son of
Fuckers. It looks
Looks
so good.
But it is.
It's
It's
like
like
a
even like
painting.
I saw the fight for the first time when we did commentary, and you'll
Yeah.
hear me literally be like, "God damn, look at that shot!" Like,
And we were both like, "No, it's that one. It's really good."
Yeah. So if you have not seen, don't want to spoil it just yet because it is relatively new, but if you have not seen Skyrim versus Dark Souls, yeah, we called it that because I mean, who's really searching
Dragonborn versus Chosen Undead.
Chosen
Undead
Undead,
on
yeah.
YouTube? Go ahead and check it out. Titles on YouTube are a weird thing. It's not necessarily about like a title like a movie or a book. It's about
Yeah.
making sure it's seen, and clearly it seems to have worked because it got a trending, which is awesome.
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
We want
I'm
to make
so
sure
happy.
these guys' awesome work is seen. It's really important to us. So
It just
You
yeah.
know who else is important to us? Gelatin Man, who just
Holy
gifted 20 Death Battle memberships.
Holy
Yeah.
Thank you,
shit!
Gelatin Man.
That's thank you,
insane.
Gelatin Man.
that's
More like
amazing.
what's a better what's like a I can't okay gelatin.
Nailing it,
There's
There's a
Liam.
no
better
like
name than
Just-
Gelatin Man.
there's no like
Okay.
more masculine or sort of like superior version of gelatin. I was gonna be like cement man, but that doesn't really work.
Aborting this joke.
Foundation
Alright,
Man.
there we go.
Because he's the foundation of gifting memberships.
By the
Hey.
way, oh,
You want to say something?
I was gonna say I saw Spider-Verse this weekend.
It's so
and
good.
I wanted to give my very short review, which I gave on Twitter. Which
I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil.
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. So have any of you seen Chernobyl?
Mhm.
The
I saw
HBO
Kage
miniseries
give
a very
Chernobyl.
20
strange
memberships
way
to
to
match Gelatin Man.
Oh,
and
my
It makes
God.
sense.
Thank you, Kage. You guys
So-
are-
Wesleyan?
also Wesley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw Wesley. Wesley M. Weslim.
Thank y'all.
Wesliam.
You're the best.
For anyone
Anyway,
that
yeah,
saw,
so I have seen
how does
Chernobyl. It's very
Spider-Man
good.
connect with Chernobyl? Because that's something.
for anybody that has seen the HBO miniseries Chernobyl, it's the experience of watching Spider-Verse was like being that one firefighter guy that you follow in the first like episode or two, who finds the piece of graphite on the floor that's from the core, and like picks it up, not realizing what it is, and then like over the next couple of episodes, like slowly like melts to death from the radiation, and is like baking, like his body is baking himself from the inside out, and he's like melting and having this horrifying, like horrible death. But instead of deadly radiation, it's fun. That's the
What?
experience of watching
What?
Across the
Weird
Spider-Verse.
ass
I
take.
genuinely was sitting there being like, I didn't know that a movie could be too much fun. I'm actually
Okay.
like finding it difficult to process how like creative this movie is and how much fun I'm having, to the point where I am struggling to like follow and understand it as a story thing. Now, I had taken an edible beforehand, which kicked in exactly as the movie started. I timed
Okay,
that shit perfectly.
Suddenly, this analogy makes a lot more sense.
But my friend, who was also a huge Spider-Verse fan, also saw the movie with me. He was not high, and he said the exact same thing. He was
It
like,
is-
I feel the exact same way
It
about
is
that.
as good as the first one, if not better.
Yes,
can't-
I
And
agree.
The way it's been received, because a sequel has an opportunity to just be the same thing you saw before, but it sounds like they just kicked it up a notch all the way through.
Okay.
Thank you,
So I
Lily.
guess. Yes, another gift. That's
You should
amazing.
watch it.
So I guess the question is, before we get to this Spider-Man versus Batman debate, the question is, Liam.
Yeah.
Take an edible beforehand, yes or no?
Yes, because I don't think that because I think the experience that my friend had, who is not hot, I wasn't even that, I was like 100, wasn't even that high, was basically the same as mine, which is that like it was so much fun to the point where there were moments of it that were like visually incomprehensible. Like, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but like I actually it's like the most like it's like a 10 out
So
of
you
10.
recommend getting high to make
Yeah.
it more incomprehensible and less understandable.
Yeah, because then it was
that
like
makes
it was
more fun?
genuinely like it was like that.
Okay.
And I really like it was, in terms of enjoyment, it was 10 out of 10, even though there were parts where I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. This is actually visually too busy. But it's just so much fun that I couldn't not give it a 10 out of 10.
It's a lot. And also, God, the voice cast is incredible.
Jason
And, like,
Schwartzman was my favorite in that. He was so fucking good.
Everybody
was
and
amazing.
they're like, oh my God. And like that coupled with like like, because they have such a stylized animation, but yet they can still like
Yeah.
convey like such emotion. Right. And like that
Stuff with
combined
Gwen.
with like the voice delivery is like, oh God, it's so good. You'll love it, Ben. Anyway.
I
right.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they
Well,
made something like that.
Speaking of things that are impossible to understand, let's talk about Japanese Spider-Man.
Yes!
Let's do it. Okay, I want you to start, because we need to. Part of this is going to be just explaining what the hell Japanese
great.
Spider-Man even is.
It's not even really going to be an argument at this point. It's going to be me explaining the backstory. So Garia is an alien being from Planet Spider, who returns to his home planet to find that it has been destroyed and ravaged by the intergalactic conqueror Professor Monster. And so he tracks Professor Monster down to a planet called Earth during the Sengoku Jidai, and battles him, and then is trapped underground for 400 years. And then after 400 years, telepathically communicates with a motocross driver, Takuya something, Takuya Yamashiro, and then gives him some of his blood, and then makes him Spider-Man, the emissary from Hell, who is going to battle the Iron Cross army and the forces of Professor Monster in his giant mech Leopardon, which is also the ship that Garia came to Earth from Planet Spider on. And also that mech is really powerful, and Spider-Man who is gonna fucking destroy Adam West.
And we're just scratching the surface. Kindrax, thank you for another 20. There's a rival. We got 3 of them dropping 20 today. Y'all are crazy.
All right, Billy's
Billy's gonna do the thing where
he's
he's
talking about Batman.
He's gonna win.
Oh no.
It's just with the intro.
I don't know if he's
Go. Meanwhile, deep in Gotham City, it appears that Billy Burson has been kidnapped.
I get it.
Whoever could save him.
Who could? Yes.
Yeah!
Hello there, chums. Batman here. Greetings, citizens of Death Battle. I'm here searching for the missing Playboy and all of man about town, Billy Burson. Of course, as I should have suspected, pitting 2 paragons of justice against one another for blood sports. Precarious prose of the supervillainous Swan. That wicked writer. Oh, your poisonous pen is put to paper for villainy once again. Nothing, huh? All right.
Okay. I'm sorry.
The villainous Swan is speechless.
You'll never
Continue.
defeat my swank, Batman. Swan Force is
Allow
far
me
too
to deploy
powerful.
my bat peepers a moment. Yes. There we go. Much better.
The clock's already been going.
I didn't. I was not aware that was the case.
That's okay. Restart it. Start it over. We're good.
Thank you, Commissioner. Well, now that we've got 60 seconds. Billy Burson, be alliterative, but of course, a master criminal would put a partial inversion to throw me off the trail. Of course, BP, be prepared, Batman's greatest strength. Or as the old adage goes, give Batman 24 hours to prepare, and he'll get a good night's sleep. The bedrock of a strong body and mind. A body in peak physical condition, with above Olympian-level stamina, capable of dodging gunfire and running the 2-minute mile, and a mind capable of fantastic feats of logic and incredible inventions such as the armored bat suit, the Batmobile, an atomic-powered supercar, the Batcopter, the Batjet, the Batmote, the Batmech, perhaps, the Bat-Zuka, and of course the marvelous utility belt, batarangs, bataropes, bat laser cutter, numerous sprays and capsules of all occasions and types, audio equipment capable of practical impossibilities, and an impeccable sense of timing and luck. This duly deputized agent of the Gotham Police Department is ready for anything that comes his way.
Holy shit. I thought you didn't have a bit today because you were just in normal clothes.
I've never been here before, Mr. James.
Sorry.
I will say, Batman, you are rocking a very nice beard. You should,
Why,
you should
thank
have a
you.
beard more
Oh,
often.
this is the bat beard. Yes, it's a rugged implementation for the average vampire.
Should I do like a thing? I'm putting an impromptu costume. Batman, you have absolutely no chance whatsoever
Swan!
to take the incredible power of my champion, the emissary from hell, Spider-Man. You are lost, Batman.
Are you
I
the
will
Mother
explain
Mary?
why.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
There we go, what I'm looking at.
I have a costume.
Also,
these are my white swan feathers.
Batman.
You can work with me here.
Batman, Dude Blade X was so excited to see you that he dropped 50 subs.
Well, thank you, Dude Blade X. You're
Yeah,
a true
that's
hero here, of
amazing.
course.
He literally says, I was born making chaos and gifting subs and memberships is my gimmick. Well, we appreciate that gimmick. Oh my god. It's amazing. Okay. So, wow. Clearly we have some very interesting characters at play here. But I do think we should probably spend a little bit of time getting to know Japanese Spider-Man, just because I feel like a lot of you have probably seen clips of Adam West Batman before. You have a general idea of what he's like. Right, Batman? People know who you are.
A world-renowned Batman, and Robin, of course.
Yeah, where is he? What happened to him?
Oh, he couldn't make it today, unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad.
I killed
Maybe
him,
next time.
Batman. His
You!
corpse is in
You
the Gotham
fiend!
River, ripped to shreds by the awesome might of Japanese Spider-Man and his immortal mech, Leopardon. and his dune buggy GP7, which has
Somewhat
missiles
less,
and
right?
rockets
Doesn't
and
it-
Impressive.
dodge
Okay,
lasers.
Let's talk about like what is this? Like, what is Japanese Spider-Man like Spider-Man, or what's his powers?
He is
like, what's
he is a one of the multiverse's
Yo, what up?
Spider-Men.
We doing
Skeletor,
costumes?
two
Skeletor's
villains.
here now too.
Skeletor,
Okay, great.
hey
It's
Skeletor.
just me.
Anyways, he is one of the Spider-Men. When they have those big like crossover events in the comics where all the Spider-Men get together, he is definitely one of them. Now, his
Mhm.
powers are kind of different. He took Garya's blood, and Garya's blood was both alien blood and I think affected by the fact that when he was in that cave for 400 years, it's literally stated that he was bitten by spiders every single day for 400 years and developed an immunity to poison, and I guess that's also what gave him spider powers. But yeah, he has the same spider powers that Spider-Man does, just instead of
Wait,
Really sure I have a
irradiated,
hang on,
it's
someplace
alien
here.
blood instead of radiated blood.
Didn't he come from Planet Spider?
No, Takuya did not. Garya did.
Right.
Right,
Garya-
Garya came from Planet Spider,
Yes,
fell
yeah,
into a
yeah, yeah.
cave, just so happened to be infested with spiders.
Yes, and that bit
And
him
then
for
he got bit
400
by
years.
spiders.
For
So it's all
400
a
every single
coincidence
day
that
for
he's able
400
to
years.
get
Which
spider
is an
powers.
important
Yeah.
part of any superhero, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
He
So
also
why is he
gave-
from Planet Spider? Like, how does that play into it?
Why
at
am I
all?
from planet Earth? What the fuck kind of question is that? I don't even know. Because he was
Okay,
born there.
Fair, I guess.
So, okay, so he has all of the same Spider-Man powers. He's fought alongside other Spider-Men, so we can scale him to like other Spider-Men. He has a healing factor, which regular Spider-Man does have a healing factor, but he has a really potent healing factor where he can be like shot up like dozens of times by machine gun bullets and then recover, and like the holes will just grow back. His spider sense is different. Instead of just being sort of this kind of ringing thing that alerts him of danger, it's an actual voice in his head that and I quote Mike, if you could bring up this image 4, Mike. And I quote, "It is the ability to foresee the future." So it's kind of like the wisdom of Solomon with Shazam, where it's just a voice in his head that is like,
Mhm.
hey, there's a guy, he has a gun. You should kick his ass. Before it happens. There, look at his face. Isn't he just a cutie? He also has, let's go. Keep going to the powers. He can communicate with spiders and command them, like that one funny panel that everyone shares where it's of Peter going like, "The spiders, I'm calling them," but it's real. He has night vision. His night vision and X-ray vision, he can see people from 50 kilometers away, which doesn't make any fucking sense because the curvature of the Earth, but whatever. And he has super smell. He can like detect like the slightest bit of anesthetic. And he has resistance to poison. But his big thing is
Of
the
course.
spider bracelet, which is the thing that gives him his spider protector, which is his outfit. It gives him an infinite supply of webbing, unlike Peter Parker's shitty dog shit fucking like limited finite supply of webbing.
Hey, now that's a fellow hero. You shouldn't disparage.
And yet Spider-Man will crush him just as he crushes you, Batman, you little fuck.
Wow.
You.
Oh yeah, Japanese Spider-Man also incredibly vulgar. Just a heads up.
I'm not Japanese Spider-Man. I'm Swan.
That's the
I
villainous Swan.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the power of Swank and Swan Force. The spider bracelet also emits ultrasonic waves like Daredevil to be able to detect hidden opponents. It's like literally like Daredevil's powers.
This is the bracelet that he wears, right?
This is the bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
the suit, the webbing, and this Daredevil sense is all tied to the bracelet.
It's all tied to the bracelet, and it's also how he controls Leopardon, I believe. It's basically just his main it's basically his main
yeah,
like
he like opens
It's
it up.
his
and
utility
summons
belt.
it.
Yeah.
Utility bracelet, basically.
and it can reflect lasers. And he also has a machine gun from that one GIF everyone shares, where he's like,
Now, is that part of his regular arsenal, or is that one?
I have no
Inspired.
fucking idea, but I'm willing to bet that Leopardon is much better than a Mac 10. His GP7
Mikkel
car.
has an interesting point in the chat. Maybe just in Japanese Spider-Man universe, the world is just flat, so he can see 50 kilometers. Like, we don't know.
Maybe.
That's a different universe.
Maybe.
Canonically, in Marvel, it is, so it could be. That's where the flat Earth wins.
Yeah.
Okay, so to be clear, for anybody who thinks we're just bullshitting about this character,
This is real.
This is real.
This is real. Japanese Spider-Man was like I think the
Tokusatsu.
origin of he's like tied to the origin of Super Sentai in a way, right?
Yeah.
Before like Kamen Rider, like
Yes.
technically counts as Super Sentai, right? But
Mm,
before Japanese Spider-Man, there weren't really like superhero Sentai characters. That they weren't very common. Then after this, Super Sentai proper began, which eventually, came over here as Power Rangers. So that all kind of ties in some ways back to Japanese Spider-Man, and it functions. If you've seen an episode of Power Rangers, you know exactly how an episode of Japanese Spider-Man plays out.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just
the exact same way, except there's spider stuff going on.
Right.
there's
Fight-
literally nothing connecting it to actual Spider-Man except for the fucking outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Which
Leo
he
Pardo
does
does
he,
have
like,
webs on
shoots
him, doesn't
out
he?
of his bracelet, right? It like comes out and lands on
Yeah,
him.
it's
Yeah.
so weird. It's so weird looking.
It's the Flash. It's like the Flash's
Flash.
outfit
It's
coming out of
exactly
his
what that
ring.
is. Yeah.
But it instead of him using super speed to get into it, it just like falls on him and then it cuts to him in it.
Yeah, it's like, that TikTok trend that was going around about people throwing clothing at each other and then they're somethingly into the new outfit. Way ahead of its time. That's Japanese Spider-Man, the
Yeah.
OG.
Oh my god, somebody's gotta do a TikTok.
Not to be outdone,
of
Batman
that.
and Robin have water-soluble suits that expand when exposed to liquid. So.
Hold it.
If the
Wait,
Well, with a feat
How
like
far?
that, why are we even discussing this?
okay, well let's talk about Batman.
Holy
'cause this is
expanded
not-
suits, Batman.
this is not
Chuck.
your Snyder or Nolan Batman. We're talking about the
Oh.
Adam West Batman. So Billy, what's or sorry, Mr. Batman. Mr.
Yes,
Man.
thank you.
Mr. Bat?
Mr. Man?
Yes.
Batman will suffice. Yes,
What
thank you.
is the Batman bringing to this fight? How will
You
he
know,
counter
there's-
all these crazy spider powers?
The spider powers are one thing, but if we could have the broadcast booth pull up an image for me, that computer, please access.
There you go.
Please access image translate. Spider-Man's capabilities, as provided in our own thumbnail, list his powers as strength and speed equivalent to 3 human men. Now, I, Batman, have fought at least 3 human men concurrently at times, so I can assure you that power differential
My
is
suit
not
expanded.
important.
Oh,
Speed 3 times
okay.
that of humans. Power 3 times that of humans. Interesting. Did you go
It-
translate this?
He is a formidable opponent. Batman speaks Japanese, of course. But the Bat computer can also
Great.
translate for those of you in the audience. I don't know when I became William Shatner, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, but Batman is, of course, a powerful combatant in his own right. He's extremely well trained, has multiple martial arts under his belt, as well as incredible durability, and a suit that, while sleek and stylish, is clearly of an armored type. Because, as we may all know from a very well memed sequence with repellent shark spray, a shark was once clamped onto my leg as I was dangling from a helicopter for well over a minute. And despite the fact that its incredible teeth were dug deep into my sartorius muscle for that length of time, there was no permanent damage to me. I was running about moments later. Clearly, incredibly durable, both a combination, of course, peak physical condition, as you can see, and that suit.
Wait,
Why are
I
you
never
laughing?
thought about that. Yeah, the shark does hold on to him for a
Yes,
long
everyone,
time.
of
Yeah,
course,
for
he's-
quite a while.
very, very long.
Which is not
as-
how
as-
sharks bite things, but okay. Like that's a crocodile, right? Like,
Well, it took Robin some time to get down.
I think it was
laboriously
terrified.
from the fat copter.
Because it was hanging in the middle of the air. I think it was just scared.
oh, it's just terrified. It was like,
Yeah.
what do I do
Well,
now?
It was a
As you might
pit
recall, it
bull
was
shark.
also stuffed full of explosives. So
Right, because the sequence goes: Batman gets bit by the shark, and Robin's with him, has to climb up into the helicopter and then climb back down with the shark repellent. Right. So this whole time, there's a shark like biting onto Batman's foot with no damage whatsoever.
Oh, I thought something like actually
Slowly
climbed onto
beating
your
it.
leg for a
There's
second there. I was like,
There,
holy
there's
shit.
a gift for y'all.
I just want to point out, I just want to say, like, okay, yeah. Yes, of course, Batman, your skills in martial arts and fighting multiple extras from casting call is impressive, but Spider-Man has battled the generals of the Iron Cross Army, many of whom have been conquering worlds across the galaxy for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Their experience is far greater than almost any individual Batman, let alone the Adam West Batman. His combat skills and prowess and intelligence is far greater than that of the Adam West Batman, just based on who he's fought. Intergalactic fucking conquerors, not Cesar Romero, who wouldn't even shave his fucking mustache to play the Joker. Because you can
That's a
see
power
it.
move,
You can see
Swan.
it in the.
You might know that's a power move. He refused, and they had to bow to his will. That's how dangerous that man is. And he be forced.
That is
by
a
the
very
casting director.
Joker move. Come on.
If you notice, like the Heath Ledger Joker uses the Cesar Romero laugh. Like he takes aspects from all the different Jokers, and his laugh is literally the Cesar Romero Joker laugh. It's great. Also, the ending of The Dark Knight Rises is some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh yeah,
That's literally what it is. Right?
Hey,
that's the line. Yeah.
Yep.
But he did.
Well,
He eventually
by
got rid of it.
That's how Batman.
tossing it
that's
into
how
the
Batman
ocean.
goes,
Every
right?
Batman's capable of getting rid of the bomb. It just takes a pile of debris or a massive.
There were nuns
so
in the way.
Fly show to sea.
I'm
Just gotta watch out
curious.
for babies and nuns and all the other.
Yes. Batman's utility belt obviously has, at least it seems to have an answer for any situation, right?
Yes.
Is there
That's
ever a
where,
situation that Batman doesn't have an answer to?
Well, that's where I think Batman's true strength
get
lies
into
in
it.
this battle. He has plot armor that verges on Toon Force, because if it's funny, it will almost certainly be there for him, or he will have planned ahead for it, or coincidence will allow for a dolphin to jump into the path of a explosive missile so that Batman can live. By its own choice, of course.
Wait, what?
Odds
When
of
did
which
this
would make
happen?
even the most reckless gambler cringe. That was the Batman 66 movie.
Oh, I guess I never saw that one.
Yeah.
So a dolphin just jumps in the way of a missile.
Jumps in the way.
for
I believe
him?
it.
The bomb
I
is from
believe
the
it
movie
stated-
too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
That is from the
Yeah,
film.
it was a classic line, but I didn't know about that. Oh my god! Wait, so
But
does he
yes.
control the dolphin, or is the dolphin
No,
willingly
the dolphin
like
simply
sacrificing
acknowledges
itself?
that Batman is a being that deserves to live, as well as his boy wonder, and thank you.
Yeah,
So-
and his utility belt does seem to be context sensitive. Like,
Yes.
But also, the world itself will fight to maintain Batman's survival.
Yes, he is capable of being, rendered unconscious or overcome for a moment, but that's merely to add to the tension for the audience, and he will inevitably overcome any situation that happens to momentarily waylay him.
I was
Oh
told
my
verbatim to save the robot for the end, so I can't
think
immediately
that's a wise
counter.
choice.
We'll get to it in a little bit. We'll get to it in a little bit.
Senator
I actually
Armstrong,
like-
does the dolphin live?
I'm afraid the dolphin did
I
not.
Probably not.
killed the dolphin.
It was an important lesson for the boy wonder.
Oh, it was because of you, Mr. Swan, or whatever. All right.
Yes.
So I do want to address one thing that I saw in the chat. I saw a lot of people asking, "Where's my costume?" Everybody else is having a costume. Where's mine? So my costume
Great
is
segue.
going to be these that are courtesy of our sponsor, Shady Rays. They're a little imbalanced because of my headphones, but whatever. They're cool.
Well done, Ben. Well done.
Thank you. Yes, Shady Rays is sponsoring this episode. Again, it looks like shit when I have it like this. Hang on. Also, I can't read with these on, so I'm just gonna have to hold them. I can kind of read. It'll be
They're
fine.
so good
There
at
you go.
stopping the
Now you're
sun.
looking
They're
impressive.
preventing this ad read.
They are really good actually, and they look great. So hey, take on the sun with gear built to last. Shady Rays has you covered for the summer with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers world-class products that are just as good as any expensive pair. Plus, every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your sunglasses, even on day one, they'll send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. There's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. Also, every purchase supports the Shady Rays Impact Program, which works directly with nonprofits and their communities to empower and make adventure available for all walks of life, from childhood cancer patients to young adults with serious health conditions. Shady Rays makes a lasting impact. So it helps people out, and you get some really cool shades to boot. So just for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use the code DBC for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. That's actually a really good deal. You should check this out. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. No joke. Shady Rays has sponsored us a few times now, and they're really awesome. they are legitimately awesome sunglasses. And hey, it's summertime, so it's a perfect time to get yourself a
Yeah, it's summer.
Truly an impressive invention.
You need sunglasses. I don't care if you have other ones already. As long as
I
they're
have
not Shady Rays,
sunglasses.
throw them away.
I
Give
at
them to
least check out
somebody.
the website.
Right.
Click the link and check out the website because I think you'll find something.
Go
you
check
like
it out.
for
They're awesome. I love them so much. And they're also like
Father's Day is coming up. Might be a good Father's
Yeah.
Day gift.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
they're also like a super awesome sponsor. They're like super like flexible and down to like be creative and stuff. Anyway, we love them
we like
a lot.
working with them a lot.
You should go get some. And if you're like, why would I need 2 pairs of sunglasses? I cannot tell you how nice it has been to have 2 pairs of those until my friend stole one. Anyway.
Yeah.
I had one in each car,
Chad,
and it was so nice.
James, tell
Anyway.
me where this criminal lives. I promise you, you will get satisfaction.
You're gonna get your well. You don't need to worry about it, Batman, because he can just get a satisfaction by taking advantage of the lost replacements program from Shady Rays.
Excellent.
I was like,
They
Kid
got
Rex,
him
thanks for this up.
covered. Anyway, back to the fight. Let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about the big guns, right? I know people have seen images of Japanese Spider-Man. So the way it works is he gets his little wristwatch thingy
Yes.
open, beep boop beep, pushes some buttons, Power Ranger style, and then a car shows up, right? Calls a car first that flies up to something that's in orbit, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that not how it works? I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I haven't seen I haven't seen the actual like sequence. I know that he has a car called GP7.
Yeah.
But the mech that we're building up to is originally the spaceship Marveler, which is what
Yes.
Garia used to travel from Planet Spider to Earth and just intergalactic travel in general. And then it forms the mech Leopardon, which is a giant fucking tokusatsu mech, which is unbelievably powerful.
Liam, does it subscribe to the theory of the Power Rangers, where escalation is important to maintain both balance of power as well as thematic?
No.
Unfortunately, for
I will
Batman.
say, I see a few people in the chat asking, "Can we show a clip?" Unfortunately, cannot. You can probably find it on YouTube, but it'll probably be gone pretty quickly because Toei is involved in this, and everybody knows Toei is kind of a stickler for taking things off of YouTube and whatnot. So that's why
Yeah,
Can bring
Champion
up an
Cast.
image.
yes.
Champion cast, we can do that.
Oh, maybe we could find a way to show it there. Yeah, but basically, he calls up this car that flies. It shoots him into space, docks with a robot. Now he's in a mech.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Also,
if you could bring up
I-
image 3, Mike.
And also, Gelatin Man gifted another 50 memberships.
Gelatin Man, thank you for being a true hero.
Thank you, Gelatin Man.
Yeah,
I know you'll
good
vote
lord.
for Supaida Man against this chicanerous.
Fwash!
It's in the comics.
I will
Yeah.
admit this was a fantastic moment, very worthy of its moment in the comic book history.
Yes, absolutely. This is I told you, Japanese Spider-Man is the Spider-Man from Earth 51178, and when you have big comic book crossover events, maybe I said this before cast started. Big crossover events. He is one of the Spider-Man that shows up, and that is him right there in the right-hand corner. He goes, "Leopardon, you have returned. I knew you were invincible." And this was in this battle against the Inheritors, I think is what they were
Yes,
called.
that is correct.
Thank you, Batman.
Yeah.
And it was actually upgraded after it was destroyed in its battle with Solus, with Spider-Man 2099's future tech and this steampunk Spider-Man's steampunk tech, which I think is a joke, right? Because it's like, here's a future tech, and then there's steampunk tech.
There's some random stuff tacked on.
But it's even more powerful than it is before. But even without those upgrades, and we'll get into actual like some real shit. But even without those upgrades, it can fly intergalactic distances at massively faster than light speeds. It's 60 meters tall and weighs 25,000 tons. Even just its like miniguns can disintegrate kaiju like entirely. Like I'm talking like jump cut to like a firecracker going off, disintegration.
You're
Oh,
talking,
the classic bad guy explosion.
bad guy
Yes.
explosion. Yeah, like you're full on fucked explosion.
Yeah.
It's got arm
Interesting,
rockets.
fun story about that.
Yeah.
As the series went on, they actually lost the robot suit. It like broke down and they lost it. So they just had to use the footage that they had. So in the latter few episodes, they couldn't have the robot fighting the monster because they obviously can't shoot it without the robot suit. So it just shoots it from off screen and instantly evaporates.
That's exactly what I saw in those clips. Makes a lot more sense now.
It's so funny. I mean,
That's
Power Rangers
amazing.
did the same thing when they ran out of footage, right? Like they did a
Yeah.
similar thing, but like I'm pretty sure they literally lost the suit.
Necessity is the boon of invention.
It's got arc return,
Yeah.
which is it removes its like headpiece and uses it as like a spinning blade of death that instantly kills opponents. It's got the spider protector force field, which is literally like its shins pop up and it creates like a full body force field to protect it from attacks. And it's got Leopard on strings where its chest opens up, shoots out big old webbing because right, it's a Spider-Man thing. We almost forgot about that.
Yeah,
Gotta
we gotta
include
tie
some.
that in
Giant
somehow.
leopard head.
For some
It's
reason,
not
it's
like
called
a
a
leopard
leopard.
head on its back. It's not even its own head.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
on its back.
But
some
it's
reason.
a spider thing, I promise. Yeah. And it's incredibly powerful. I could get into like the high end scaling, but I want Billy to talk about his stuff.
Certainly
first.
worth noting, of course, in that moment from the comic book, excellent moment, it was destroyed shortly afterwards by the inheritors. I
that's-
believe, yes.
No,
Or is
that
that a
comic
different moment?
panel that you're talking about a moment before it was
Oh, is
upgraded.
it the previous one?
That
Okay,
is its final
I need to
battle,
catch up.
where it goes and continues to fight all the inheritors. And we'll talk about why it got
Excellent.
destroyed because there's a lot of context there that it's easy to
Sure.
kind of
I need to get my butt onto reading some comics that are.
You don't. It
the other
probably
side of
is a
this
shitty
one.
storyline. Just I looked at it
Lightning
and I
Verse
was
is
like,
generally pretty good.
another fucking like, ooh, it's
More
another fucking
crossover.
But
crossover.
Batman,
I think,
you have
kill
your own
me.
vehicles, right?
Yes, it's important to note, of course, in broadcast, if you could prepare Bat Robot for me.
Bat
There's
computer.
obviously Bat Computer. Yes, thank you, James. Yes, there are, of course, multiple vehicles
Mr.
here.
James.
Yeah,
Bat-
great.
The Batmobile, very famous, has a nuclear-powered source, as well as that is where we typically store the Bazooka, which is a sonically powered weapon capable of boring holes through quite a few things. The Batmobile itself also has a laser that can bore holes through objects. Quite important when you're dealing with a giant robot that you might need to get inside, perhaps, or escape
I'm
from.
sorry. The Batmobile is nuclear?
Yes, it is powered by the atomic pile within the Batcave.
The atomic pile.
The atomic pile.
I don't see the
buddy,
joke
don't
here.
go in there. I
Okay.
just dropped a huge fucking atomic pile. Give it a few minutes.
How crass. Swan, I
Um,
expected no less from you.
Well, golly gee, Batman, what's that glowing heap over there that seems to make me nauseous?
Don't go near that, Robin.
Took a fat bit of shit, Robin.
There is a moment within the Batman '66 movie where they rehydrate some henchmen using water from the
I
hard water
remember
from the
that.
sauce. Of course, it destroys them. They are turned into antimatter because that was a bad move, apparently. So anyway,
Oh, okay.
by the death of 5 men within the Batcave, there's also, of course, the Batcopter and the Batjet, the Batboat, the Batcycle. Those are all mobility options that Batman has available to him at a moment's notice, and can be conveniently located when he needs them. As located again once again within the film, when they allowed the Penguin to steal their vehicle to track him down to his lair within a submarine base that 4 villains had all gathered in. Happened to be that the Batcycle was right off the side of the road because Batman is that good at planning. Of course, that's where he had them stop.
Oh my god. Okay, I love
Okay.
it. All right. So he's got a lot of vehicles, but does he have anything that can like really take on?
Really?
the
Yes,
robot
things
Yeah,
that are
take one.
exactly
Have a
equivalent
robot?
to the impressive Leopard. And broadcast, if you are ready to bring up, I'm sorry, Batcomputer, if you are ready to bring up a Bat Robot within the comic books, which very excellent. There is, in fact,
Are
a
you
Bat
kidding
Robot,
me?
which is, if you want to, Batcomputer, move on to the second and I believe 4th image at some point as we're talking. It is generated off the brain scans of Batman himself, is as intelligent. As you can see, it is not quite as large as Leopardon, but it is entirely as brilliant as Batman and quite resilient.
Wait, is
Hold
Batman in it? Oh no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, it is an autonomous vehicle using the brain patterns of Batman to generate it. Now, something I would like to bring up, in addition to the Bat Robot, because of course people like to selectively use this image, Bat Mech, Bat Computer, if you could bring that up. the cover to this particular comic book includes a completely different image where there is a far, far larger Batmech that is, granted, not shown within the comic book itself. But if you are telling me that the illustrators and publishers of this world would put a lie on the cover of a comic book, I don't know what to tell you. This clearly exists. There's an image right there. Obviously.
So
It is much larger.
we would have to assume that the much larger Batmech, same thing. Like if he's already done this and built a Batmech where he put his own brain basically into it, you would assume that this now larger Batmech is basically robot Batman.
And clearly, as Batman needs to bring things out at random, kind of completely without setting them up, because why bother with stories telling his presentation? It's probably just sitting there in the cave, ready to go when a moment's notice is
It
needed.
is true. Okay, so
Liam's bullshit detectors rising way up.
A big thing for Batman, just in general with Death Battle, is like, does he get prep time, right? But this version of Batman just kind of ass pulls prep time out of nowhere. Right?
Anytime he needs it.
It just kind of doesn't need to exist. It just already existed because he said so. So,
as shown with the presentation I did at the beginning, the level of logic and completely asinine leaps that are made within the brilliant brain of the Batman somehow prepare him for all these events.
Can I just say that I want to see this as an actual episode so badly because I want
I
want
would
people
love
I
see
want
this.
people to come into this being like, oh, Batman's fighting Spider-Man again, and yet it's ending in a giant badass mech fight,
It's
and
like-
then being like,
It's
What?
like the only Batman Spider-Man matchup that I would be like down to do because they aren't like this just isn't Spider-Man. It's a tokusatsu character with a Spider-Man outfit. So it's completely
Mhm.
fucking different. And Adam West Batman is like completely different than regular Batman as well.
Mhm.
And he would fight and act differently than regular Batman, and so would Spider-Man. So I actually think it's a
Spider-Man,
dope
yeah.
episode. Except for the
Let's
fact
do
that
it.
it's an
well,
enormous
we have
stomp.
a poll up asking if people want to see it as an actual episode. While people are answering that, I am curious. Batman, so he's got robots that can maybe take a hit from the Leopardon. Can he take it down though? Does he have any sort of weapon that can
That's
actually compete
where
with it?
I believe things would become interesting in this battle. Obviously, there's the statement that Leopardon would just step on Batman. But I think what's going to happen there is he's going to raise his foot and find out it was the lifelike bat dummy, which is completely manipulated through ventriloquism and remotely. So that it turned out it wasn't actually Batman that you stepped on, or he steps down and a manhole cover turns out to have been opened. He's now within the sewers, completely different location. You don't even know where he is anymore. And by the point you realize where he is, he's slowly clambering up the leg with the bat rope, very, very slowly. And a guest star pops out of the leg at some point, I'm sure. But he's going to make it up there. He's going to do it. I can assure you that.
Okay, so he has a lot of different ways to compete with a giant robot, even without his own robot.
I mean, did we actually list a reason why? I'm pretty sure Batman just said that if he stepped on him, it would actually be the dummy, and then he'd climb up his leg. Is that actually a reason? That's actually a way to fight Leopard.
I mean, it sounds
Like,
hilarious to
if
me.
a small-
and that's
if
what
a
all the
tiny
universe
man was
needs.
climbing
Batman
up my
does all
leg,
sorts of climbing.
I
I
would
will
just go.
say, Adam West Batman, you do all sorts of climbing in your show.
Yeah.
Yes.
But to be fair to Japanese Spider-Man, your climbing is fake. We have seen how it's actually done. The set is just tipped over.
I
It's
don't
fake
think
climbing.
that I can agree with that, Mr. Stinger. I see
And-
people pop out of windows all the time. They're
I
able
mean,
to
Green
grab
Hornet might
these-
pop out of a window, but it's all camera tricks. Whereas in Japanese Spider-Man, the stuntman climbs Tokyo Tower for real
That's
with
impressive.
no safety equipment.
and
I
also,
knew-
if
I
there's
knew
like
that.
one comic character I'm not going to argue climbing with, it's Spider-Man. Like, come on.
Or
Like,
or
I'm
Slipknot.
just saying. I
man
feel
who
like
can
he may
climb
have done some
anything.
more impressive stunts.
I mean, it is true. It is remarked even in the universe
This
that
is
it is
Slipknot.
slower than taking the elevator, obviously.
What is
Why
the
is
name of
it-
that?
But
That's
Also,
suicide?
why is
allows
everyone
for-
calling for a redo of the poll?
Because
I
there was
see-
no option. I think.
I guess. I think
Which
I think
does
more
not
people are
bode
upset
well.
they chose the question mark instead of the enthusiastic yes.
Either way, the poll has ended. The answer is yes? Question mark. So
Yeah.
it's up
Yes.
in the air.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead, Liam.
no,
Or
I
sorry,
was
Mr. Swank.
Mr.
What
Swan!
the heck was your
yeah,
villain
The
name?
Swan!
Swan.
I was bitten
swan.
by a radioactive swan, and then
Mm.
those powers actually sent me back in time, and I became the swan that bit myself. So I'm actually
Sounds painful.
impossible to be defeated through any kind of causal means. Exactly. Yeah.
And yes, being bit by that swan gave him the powers of extreme buoyancy
and nibbling.
and minor flight.
I can nibble like a motherfucker.
So, yeah.
Well, I do have. I think Ben, you were curious on this.
Yeah.
And it would be remiss not to bring it up. I'm sure folks have been bringing it up in the chat. I can't quite see them with my bat peepers here. But there is a moment within the show where Batman reverses the polarity on his communicator belt to chase away a tiger with an audio modulation that is stated to be about 20,000 decibels. Now, the limit for fluctuations in air pressure on the Earth is about 194 decibels. Any louder than that, it becomes a shock wave. And I believe I have seen that 20,000 unregulated decibels will be enough to destroy the universe several times over. Now, once again, are we to believe that the regulators of our broadcast system would allow a complete fabrication to become audible on the airwaves? I don't think so. This was stated to be the case. Batman clearly has the ability to microscopically.
No, it's okay, Batman. Keep going. This is totally plausible.
Okay.
20,000 decibels to scare a tiger for some reason, when he could easily destroy the universe, or perhaps a robot.
To be fair,
It's actually
this is similar to the like 50 kilometers thing, right? Like maybe Japanese Spider-Man is on a flat Earth. Maybe Adam West Batman is on a planet that can survive 20,000
where
decibels.
I
A
want
universe?
to go with this conversation because clearly Adam West Batman from a universe much tougher than we would expect it to be, given how ponderous some of the fight scenes happen to be.
let me elaborate on that. In fact, 1,000 decibels would be enough would create a shockwave so powerful it would create a black hole that is, I believe, like several trillion times larger than the observable universe. So decibels go kind of fucking buck wild. However,
And it can do
all it did was-
20,000?
Yes,
however,
targeted very specifically
all
by
it did was
brilliance
scare a
of Batman.
tiger. But let's take that fully into consideration. Let's say that yes, he has a thing that he has a multiversal a sound device that would collapse the multiverse. Guess who also has that level of power? Spider-Man and his trump card, Sword Vigor, which is where he forms a big sword and then cuts you and kills you instantly. Now, I know that that
Okay.
sounds like every single kind of like tokusatsu finishing move, but let's talk about some scaling. Let's go back to that Inheritor event that I was talking about. So, the main villain of the Inheritors was their leader, Solus. Solus. I don't know. And Mike, if you could bring up
Solus.
image 1. Now, Solus
Salas.
was strong enough to fight Cosmic Spider-Man on his own. And Cosmic Spider-Man even goes, "This is impossible. I'm the most powerful thing in the universe." And I want to point out that Solus, later on, or immediately after, defeats Cosmic Spider-Man after absorbing his power. But this is explicitly before he starts doing that. They are just like fist fighting, and he is actually keeping up with them. When he absorbs his power, he essentially doubles his own might and gets the power of Cosmic Spider-Man. That Cosmic Spider-Man empowered Solus is the one that fights Leopardon. And when they fight, he says, like, "I will defeat you even if I need to use all of this power to do so." And he does ultimately defeat Leopardon in their first encounter. But he explicitly requires the powers of Cosmic Spider-Man to do so, on top of his own regular set of power. Even after that, as they're repairing Leopardon, they go, "Sword Vigor could still fucking kill that guy. I just need to be able to land it." And they're like, "We're not sure if we could land the thing, but if it did, it would fucking kill him. It's the only thing that we have as a collective group that is powerful enough to kill Solus." And then, when they come back into the fight, in the panel I showed you before, Solus is, Leopardon does fight several of the Inheritors who are as strong as the Solus, like pre-Cosmic Spider-Man enhanced Solus, who is still as strong as Cosmic fucking Spider-Man. Now, Cosmic fucking Spider-Man has the powers of Captain Universe, who is literally a celestial level being that is capable of like holding off the destruction of the fucking multiverse. Just a casual feat when Peter Parker got the Cosmic Spider-Man powers was that he tossed a giant robot. And Mike, if you could bring up image 2, Mike, was able to toss a giant robot into another solar system. That's just a casual like, oh fuck, I can't believe I did that. It is an incredible level of power. A sword figure is actually more powerful than a 20,000 decibel attack because this is a being capable of like fucking up the multiverse.
Wait, does the sword figure actually? How do they know that it would kill Cosmic Spider-Man?
Kill Solace. They
kill
just know
Solace.
that they're just like they just
Puppy
say
intervention.
Fairly
also
sure.
dog. They just know that it's the strongest thing in their arsenal, and they know that it's strong enough to hurt him based on
Basically, it's a
like,
guaranteed one-hit KO.
it's
Is
a
what they've
guaranteed
acknowledged.
one-hit KO.
Those somehow never work. I don't
And they
understand.
know it always works. It always motherfucking works.
I
And-
wonder if there's ever an episode where it does, because this is in the show, I believe. He
Yeah.
just pulls out this sword and he throws it at people, right? Like that's how he uses
Probably.
it. I think he just throws it at people. So I wonder if there's ever an episode where he like misses.
Oops. Well, that was the issue with Solace. It wasn't that it wasn't strong enough to hurt him. It's that like he says like this time I'll try it again, but I'll lead with sword vigor so that I make sure to hit him rather than like trying to grapple with him first and build up.
Oh my gosh, the one thing that no like, Sentai robot ever does is just
Yeah.
lead with their most powerful
Yes.
attack.
That is literally what they talk about.
Spider-Man is
So
built different.
So Leopardon would actually be able to cut. That's what I want the fight to end on, is him like taking out the little wrist device and shooting out the 20,000 decibel beam. And then him like taking the sword and like and
Like cutting through
Yeah,
the
what happens?
walls.
Everyone loses.
yeah.
Everything
Like,
blows up.
Commissioner Gordon and everybody else just is like turned to fucking bloody like
Dust.
marinara
Short
sauce.
go!
Splattered.
Oh my god.
Now,
Okay.
because we're approaching the end, I just want to bring up back computer. You can bring up
No,
Bare
nothing you
Feet
have
1
beats
and 2, just because it was germane to the conversation last week. Because of course I studied what was going on here in
Bare
preparation
feet.
for. Yes, Batman has commanded bears, much like the winner of last week, Zangief. So I just wanted to bring that up. I thought it was important to note that verbally
he doing?
Batman has commanded a bear not to kill him that was sent to kill him.
My
Then,
best Basarovian?
Back computer, if you can move on to the next image.
Bessarabian.
Then it became a mount for him and Robin.
Hell
So I just
yeah!
thought, important to note.
Oh my god. Well, I mean that fits with the idea that nature is on Batman's side. Dolphins will jump to his protection. Bears will willingly offer themselves as mounts. Like
Except for
that's incredible.
spiders, whom copy of commands.
Now, now you
Telepathically.
say that. However, arachnids, back computer, can you bring up Scorpion? Batman and Robin buried up to their neck in the desert by attacked by deadly scorpions. Batman managed to chase them away with the sound of his own voice. Something that doesn't really apply to this battle, but again, arachnids. So
Wait,
I
what
had an image for it.
the
Why not?
absolute
Wait,
hell? What is
what
he
is he
saying
doing?
there?
He is
He's going
singing them away.
Yeah.
He's doing Mongolian
Yeah,
throat
some like
singing.
Mongolian
it's like
throat
throat
singing. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Much like Spider-Verse, if you haven't read the Batman 66 comics, I recommended it.
You need to.
Oh
You need
my
to.
god, that's amazing. All right.
Okay, but also, but Sword Vigor would land first because he can fly between
What is the
galaxies.
Sword
at
Vigor going to
several
do against the,
quadrillion times the speed of light?
Sword Vigor going
He's
to do
gonna
against
blitz
the
the fuck out of
Bat
Adam
Funnel,
West
which is a
Batman.
funnel with a bat logo on it.
He's gonna cut it in half,
bat
jam it up
funnel.
Adam West's ass.
My God,
All
could
right.
you imagine
Look
if
out
he
for the bat
activated the
funnel.
20,000 decibel device, but put a funnel on it to focus it?
Like
All
that
right,
episode of The
everybody.
Simpsons with Bart.
We are 5 minutes from the end of the show, which means it is time to get to the votes. So the poll is up, or it's loading right now. It is up. You can go ahead and get your vote in if you're watching this live in the chat. However, you might want to wait just a little bit because we do have a few answers from you guys to get to. So let's go ahead and bring up the first
Vote with your hearts,
community
citizens. Vote with your hearts.
answer.
Sasha Best says Japanese Spider-Man has a giant mech suit. To my knowledge, Adam West Batman lacks anything similar. Enough said.
Right?
That is an
Untrue.
appropriate response. However, we have proven it wrong. So
Correct.
that's interesting.
But I can't blame anyone for not knowing that. Citizens have their own daily lives to live.
Also, Batman, I assume, keeps his gadgets secret.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Like
let's
the-
go ahead and bring up the
I
next
think
one.
it's very similar
Like
to
the
Spider-Man
anti-mech
or Leopardon.
spray. Sorry.
Yes.
All right, RE4 Merchant says Japanese Spider-Man soloed all of the Autobots and
he
Decepticons
did.
with no prep
I
time.
mean, yeah.
But Adam West Batman has an answer for literally any and every situation in his utility belt, meaning Adam Bat is beyond needing prep time. Is this true?
Here.
That is true. Also,
Where is my
did-
I win this battle capsule?
did they just casually drop like the greatest possible feat we could have had for Japanese
I
Spider-Man?
didn't want to.
When did that
like,
happen?
I didn't
Yeah,
want to make
like-
it too unfair against Batman, so I just sort of left that part out.
When did he fight all of the Autobots?
All of the
and
Autobots?
Decepticons? That's crazy. Okay. I don't know if that's true or not, but all right. Okay. Let's get to this vote. So first, we're going to bring up the community page poll. Vote that you guys submitted before the show. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Get the first vote in.
No, yes.
Japanese Spider-Man with 73% of the vote takes the first vote.
Which is the
I've faced
year
greater odds than this before. This is nothing to.
There's
Justice.
still-
have my
there's still more votes.
anti-YouTube poll capsule.
Okay. Chad, what are you thinking?
This is absolute insanity. I knew Adam West Batman was ridiculous. I did not realize that he also had a mech. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Adam West Batman destroying the entire fucking universe just to win this fight with the 20,000
citizen.
decibel device. Because good lord, that's insane.
Does he destroy himself though? Like, is that a
I mean,
Oh, that would kill him
clearly-
as well.
I
clearly
would
from the
assume
episode he's
everyone dies.
capable
Like
of targeting
everything.
it to just scare a tiger. Obviously, he can target it as he needs.
Or
Otherwise,
he's suicidally confident.
All right. Okay.
Like
so we have
because
one
like well,
vote.
I believe that the sword's a one hit KO. Like he's just the 20,000 decibel thing is the most ridiculous shit.
I do think that there's a lot that could be pulled from this 20,000 decibel thing. Like, I feel like there's so much more to analyze there, because what does it even mean that he has that potential to not just create it, but to change a sound that's already existing? Like, what is he doing to make this happen? There's so much there. But I think I gotta give my vote to Spider-Man. I think I gotta give my vote to Spider-Man.
he's a commendable fellow hero. I can't.
At the end of the day, he's just got a mech from space with a super sword. Like, I don't think Batman's gonna be able to keep up with that. But
Eat
it's
gods.
Well, I'm just picturing
Multiversal.
like rearing up to throw the sword, and then Batman's just like bleep, and then like the whole
God,
fabric
he
of reality
blitzes.
is
The
we know it is gone.
anti-sword ray.
But
it
he's
is
so much
Batman that
faster.
we're talking about. I'm torn. I am actually legitimately torn. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't have a coin on me,
no,
but
this
I
is
do
like the
have.
first time in like several months that you guys
It's like
haven't
my
like
arch
split the
nemesis
vote.
Two-Face.
This is such
course.
bullshit.
That's
Okay,
This is the dumbest thing.
Heads is Batman.
Oh, you're gonna
tails
gonna
is
make
Spider-Man.
You guys literally always do the split vote thing, even when you clearly don't agree.
Well,
Juan, stop trying. Cheat when you know about
Complete
justice. I don't know what
bullshit.
I'm talking about.
You're gonna freak the fuck out.
I got tails. So my vote is going to Spider-Man. Though it could honestly go either way. All right. So it's 2 for Spider-Man, 1 for Batman. If you guys end up tying this vote with your guys' vote, then we kick it off to, I guess, the Bat Computer.
Bat computer.
To-
The Bat computer, I
Yeah,
promise, is
completely
completely
unbiased.
impartial.
Is it completely unbiased? All right. But let's see what you guys have to say on your end of the poll. I'm ending the poll right now. And we've got
Oh, who do you vote for?
the
Who do you vote
winner
for?
is
Yeah.
Japanese Spider-Man with 66% of the vote.
yes!
Oh,
shit! Sorry.
Spider-Man won, buddy.
Aw.
Are you scared of the computer? Are you scared of the computer?
Hi.
Don't be terrified.
That's
What's the dog's name?
That's Potato Chip. He's Miles and
Potato Chip.
Ellie's dog. He's with me for a month while they're overseas getting married.
That's so
Yeah.
Hi,
wonderful.
Potato Chip.
The Swan Force wins again.
It appears that,
Swan.
that the Swan has won with 3 votes to 1. I'm gonna change my vote. No, I can't do it now.
No, you can't.
Congratulations.
No.
You can't.
Congratulations, vile Swan, but perhaps if we do this
The end of the Caped
episode,
Crusader.
Going to wear
Oh.
Batman's corpse like a fleece.
perhaps if we do this as a full episode, things might turn out differently for our Caped Crusader. Where'd he
Or
go?
not.
What's happening?
He's being sneaky.
All right. Well, that was something. I actually really like this matchup.
I would love to do
Very
this.
entertaining.
I didn't actually think it was going to be quite like this. I don't know why, but this is really fun. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the fact that Spider-Man's like catchphrase is "I'm an emissary from hell."
We
Hell,
said it like 3
I can't
times.
stand swearing like that. That's uncouth.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Community Death Battle. If you have not checked out Shady Rays, please do. They are an amazing sponsor. And of course, check out the latest Death Battle we just released. Liam's Pride and Joy over here, or the Swans Pride and Joy over here. Skyrim versus Dark Souls. It's pretty epic. All right. Well, with that being said, also, champions, make sure to tune into our champion cast that we release later on in the year. It's just for you guys, and I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
We have a request from one of our amazing
I was about to say.
Nubia says, Liam, can I get a honk for a soundbite for the Discord, please? And thank you.
I'll give a couple of different versions depending on what your vibe is. I could also do honk.
Anyway,
there you go.
Great job.
Others, be kind yourself, be awesome. We'll see you next week.
Bye.